just starting with that process of being compassionate and patient with yourself as you let your breath settle, your mind settle. And the body really leads us into that settling. So we stop moving. Make sure that everything feels okay in your legs. Notice if you're sitting on your blanket and you don't usually, how it can bring some ease to easy pose. Rest your hands on your thighs and draw them up a little bit close so you feel nice and tall in your spine. And just notice the curve of your back. Feel your sacrum, the back of your pelvis. Your low back draws gently into your body, curves out at the upper back. As you breathe, notice your rib cage in your upper back. Meditating upon the body. Next time you breathe in, sense your neck and the forward curve of the neck. And then the spine curves back outward and supports the skull. Just meditate on that miracle of your body, of your spine. Accepting it how it is. Bringing gentle length and breathing up and down that central channel. And then bring your awareness to your heart center. Rest your hands into each other and into the heart center and breathe into that space. Draw your breath through your nose, in and out. Lightly seal your lips if possible. Relax your jaw. And let that breath have a little bit of sound. It helps turn the attention that the sound around us brings to bring our hearing into our breath sounds. Turning inward is what I'm trying to say. So have a moment to rest your elbows down, rest your forehead down, bow into your heart. Be present and intend to take care of whatever it is you need from your practice today. By practicing compassion towards ourselves, we are able to share that compassion and peace beyond. Breathe in deeply. When that exhale is empty, release yourself back upright, tone in your low belly. Let that arm wrap around your waist in the front, whichever arm, and then your other arm does an inward rotation. So a little look at that in class today. Turn your thumb down and back, and bring your arm back in space, and then wrap the back of your rib cage. Breathe in, sit tall. Breathe out, let's go to the right side. If your left arm is in front, it's fine either way. None of it has to be perfect. We just do our best. So we're creating a twist from this stable foundation. Give that one more breath's energy. Look back, twist back. And use your exhale, unwind, release your arms. Bring your right arm across your low belly, low ribs. And then take your left arm out, thumb down, rolling back. Feel the shoulder roll back. Arm reaches back and then hugs behind. Breathe in, sit tall. Kind of anchored from our belly center as well as we go over to the left side. Twist, add a little look back. The eyes go out the sides of the eyes, strengthening the eye muscles in the practice. Parsa Drishti, side gaze. So your right eye might see your nose kind of shadowy as your left eye reaches back. Exhale one more time. And in that exhale, come back to center. And let's lean back a bit and release the legs. Coming to boat pose for 5 breaths. Where do you need to work? You want a nice lifted heart, balance in your sacrum, just a little preparatory time right now. Go for it, 5 breaths, reach out as much as you can. Something joyful. And it's so impermanent. 2nd breath, 3 more. Just catch your legs if it becomes too much of a strain. But do strain your belly so that you have strength and exhale release. So not straining low back is what I mean. Fold your legs in nice and easy again. And come over to the right for a side bend to your own depth. On your hand or on your elbow. And turn up towards the sky with your face. Soften what you can. Still beginning that process of dropping in. Mind resting on breath. And lovingly connected to your body as you practice. Inhale, coming up over to the other side, all with mindfulness. Round your hand, arm overhead, shoulder down on the top arm. Decide sliding out your hand, maybe bring your elbow lower. Turn up towards the sky gently. Your top arm just graceful and relaxed, not striving. Carefully lengthening your side waist, your low back. And also the whole side line of the body. And carefully release back up to center. Back to the right, angling to the middle. So we just went all the way to the side, all the way to the front is here. Just head out towards the right side, spread your hands, let them open and ground, walk out. To any degree. And just notice working differently in the body, just the right amount. You might find you've got a little more space or you need to back off, and that's always part of the practice. Fine-tuning, refining, so that you can be still. Let one more breath rise and fall. And then walk to center. Just nice and slowly, spread your hands, let your head go down. To any degree, fold forward. Where is that for you? A little outward turning in the shoulders, the pinky side of the hands, shoulders rolling outward. Deep waves of breath. Exhale. Finishing all the way in. Come up slightly so that you can do that walk out towards the left. Last one. Bring your sweet amount of bowing to the side. Where do you notice? Just observe with curiosity and compassion. Rest into breath. Last one. Release carefully, back upright, maybe center first, whatever feels most positive, and lean back, boat pose. 2nd one, reach out, support as needed. A little determination, turning on, point your toes. 3rd breath. Lift the corners of your mouth, last breath. And then exhale, bring down your feet together, Malasana, reaching through, letting the knees come wide, but grounding the inner feet. And let's practice the internal rotation of the shoulders again. So turn your thumb side down, rolling back, work your elbows bending to work back around your legs if possible. Be present with that position in the shoulder joint, as well as the rest. Give it one more breath's energy. Exhale completely. And then inhale, rise up and release off your blanket and come to supported fish pose. It's all part of my process for cow face today. So we'll get to our standing practice soon. But either having a blanket, it's going to go under your shoulder blades, or your block would go the same direction behind your shoulder blades. And you sit cross-legged, ease your way back onto that support, one side at a time. Just behind your heart, there's a lift. Just check in, make sure it's not too intense. It should feel nice and opening in the chest. You can also just rest on your back without any prop. Let your legs be where they feel nice, straight, folded, feet on the floor, whatever. Feet together, knees apart. Just let your arms come up and rest open. Working here, just letting the position and the breathing expand the heart, chest. Close your eyes, focus your breathing at the center of your chest. Big, deep, and slow waves of breath. Breathe in, feel your ribcage expand. Breathe out, feel your ribcage contract, and try to bring your low ribs together strongly. Try to anchor your low ribcage as you breathe out. And then keep some of that energy as you breathe in next time. So taking a little bit of our time here to anchor the low ribcage. Maybe some hands there with some good feedback. Those floating ribs. Feel the breath. Exhale like you're trying to knit the fibers of the muscles together. And that helps us in all kinds of ways. Helps us reach our arms overhead. And to keep our low back long and back bends. And I was thinking we'd spend about 10 breaths here, so I'll just let us be quiet with the shape for a few more rounds. Exploring those ideas with your body and breath. Twice more. Enjoy the space for some really rich, deep breathing. Anchoring the low ribs as you exhale. You need to carefully come off the prop, so especially if you're on your block, use your hands under your hips to lift up off the prop, work your way up, and return to your back without your prop. Bridge pose. Ground your feet and arms. Center your skull. First one, inhale, press your feet, lifting up. So we're going to ground that upper back that we've just been opening, letting it ground into the earth. Strengthen your legs and hips by pressing your feet. 4. Press your front hip points towards the sky. Inhale once more. Exhale, slowly release your spine down. And make sure you have a nice power position for the next one. Nice closed feet into the body and a little wider than your hips. Arms ground, head centered. Breathe in, lifting up. Breathe out. Next time you breathe in, lift your right foot off the floor and reach up your leg. If possible, use your arms, use your bandhas. Determined, point your toes, reach up. Press your left foot, one more breath. Bring your spine down and release down your leg and foot. Last set with the lift on the other side, so closed feet, centered, ready to use your whole body. Inhale up, exhale. You've got this. Inhale, determined, press into your right foot, pick up your left foot, and reach up. If you're still learning bridge, just keep both feet on the floor, that's okay. Just 5 breaths. Feel the strength around your hip joint and press up one more time. Bring your spine down. Bring your knees in. Circle your sacrum on the floor a few times. Circle your knees. And be still. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And curl your head in as well. Just round yourself, round your spine. One more breath. Cross your ankles, draw your knees towards you and then away to sit up and straighten out your legs. Up on your blanket if you'd like. Bend your knees a little bit, tip your pelvis forward and wrap behind your legs. Coming into Paschimottanasana, so let your heels go away as it feels good. Resting your forehead towards your legs. Just keeping it really gentle to start, just letting the spine release in this direction. Exhale one more time. Inhale, Dandasana. It's like seated mountain pose where your toes towards the ceiling. Okay to have knees bent, spine tall, hands by your sides. Just establish that shape like you're standing in mountain. And then release your legs back, cross your ankles, come to your hands, and table, quarter dog, carefully tuck under your toes. Sink your hips back to any degree and let your arms walk out so you're broad in your chest and your upper arms. Here we're externally rotating in the shoulders. So really just pay attention to your pinky sides of your hands, not looking at them, just feel the pinky sides. Feel that line from the pinkies up to the shoulders. And lift up your thumbs and roll to the pinky side of your hands. And then your shoulders can stay the same. Just use your forearms to bring your thumbs back down. That's our downward dog position, upward dog position. This position, quarter dog. And just aware of the shoulders especially. And then let's bring that up into down dog. So slide your hands in a little bit. Press up off your feet, walk in, lift your hips high. Try that real lift up from the belly as you draw it in. And then settle back towards your legs and your heels coming down, head bowing down. Notice that rotation in the shoulders for me, please, today. So we get the shoulders off the ears with a nice freedom in the neck. And then the whole body's participating here. Make sure your hands and feet don't feel stuck. Just let the breath move through this first one here today. One more time. Make space for your inhalation. And then exhale, go back towards your legs as much as you can. Then we shift the energy forward towards the hands, uplift in the belly, and step forward and half lift. Hands on the shins is fine. Exhale, fold forward wherever your hands reach. Release again into this position, standing. And then stand up. Reach out, keep breathing in. Feel your shoulders down off your ears here. And then exhale to your center. Take a free breath. Feel your feet. And now set the feet under the hips. Maybe looking down or observing where your hips go to the earth. Arms out, breathe in, thumbs down. Breathe out, come back and weave your fingers. Draw your hands down. Draw your chin towards your chest and let your feet spread. So you control the depth of this stretch. Letting our practice release tension from our bodies and minds and hearts. One more breath. And lift your chin and release your arms. Taking your right foot in front of your left, cross over your feet. And then taking your right arm up, side bending, crossover side bend. You can do whichever arm position you like today. Let your focus start to come off the tip of your nose. The eyes are open but softened. We're seeing inwardly more than outwardly. Finish a breath. Release carefully from side bending. And change the cross of your legs. Working with yourself, just do what you can. Right arm up and over. Straight over to the side, like we did seated. Eyes soften off the nose to a spot on the floor. Or just an area, a direction. Where the eyes go, the mind goes. See inwardly, last breath. Just the right amount, right now. Carefully releasing the arms and also the legs. Hip distance, ready for sun salutations. Just an attitude of energy towards the practice is positive. Inhale, press your palms up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, release your hands, folding in, head towards the legs. Half lift, do each of these to your own degree. Inhaling, exhale, transition back, plank pose. 5 breaths. Knees can come down. External rotated shoulders. Whole body strong. 3, 4, last time. Exhaling, bring down your knees, untuck your toes. So from that position, you should have lots of space to bring your belly forward, but you can refine where your knees are. Walk forward or back, so you have room for upward dog. Flip over your feet, lift your hips, step into downward dog. A moment to make sure everything is set, and then hold still. Just the breath. Trying to let that stillness in the body really imprint on the mind. Last exhale, feel your hips draw back as you breathe out. Inhale, shift forward, step forward, and half lift. So you really get a long inhale and a corresponding long exhale. Let things go. Release forward. Instigate your coming up with your feet and legs. A little bend, press Interlace, reach, gaze. Exhale, arms in by your sides. Relax gently into the body. Spread your feet, take a breath. Inhale up the center line. Exhale down the center line. Release your hands, fold in. Half lift gently, like cow spine. Exhale, other leg back first if possible. Chaturanga to some degree. So from your knees, just hug in your elbows, reach your chest and chin forward. Use the whole body. Doing it halfway is very hard, I must say. Inhale, energy. Press your arms straight. Release to up dog. Rest on your knees. Knees down towards your nose. Enjoy the straightness of the arms. Nice long low back. Inner thighs roll up. And then carefully release to table and back to downward dog, 5 breaths. Feeling free to use quarter dog. Sometimes just resetting the hands. If we've been wearing weight on them a long time, just lets them have a refresh. Try to let the hands just be supportive and the work be drawn up into the belly. The energy of pushing here. Fourth breath. Exhale with a long spine, head way down, looking back between your legs. Inhale, shift forward, step forward, extend your spine. Exhale, fold in, gently curl towards your legs. Hands together, press your feet, come up center line. Enjoy the journey. When your breath reaches its peak, exhale and release your hands down to your heart center. Take a free breath, rest your arms into your sides lightly. Gomukhasana, feet hip distance today. Hips sink way back and down. Hands rest together. Really try to get as low as you can. Gently bring your spine more upright. Bring your arms parallel to the floor. 5 breaths. So we try to stay steady and calm with our breathing and our attention, even when we have some positive adversity. Just give it what you got. 1 set, 4th breath, 5th breath. Press into your feet and release. Step your feet slightly wide on your mat and hinge into forward fold position. Take your elbows for a moment, lengthen your sides, lengthen your spine. And let's practice compass pose today. So anchor in your feet, knees bend as needed. Take your right arm behind your right leg and your left arm comes through the middle. Just holding the elbows, release forward, 5 breaths. Not straining at the back of the legs or the low back. Keep the knees bent to protect. Let your spine and head release as much as they can. Compass. We're moving into a new season. This can give us the moment to think about where we're going. But not too much, just give a little energy of trusting your intuition and your direction in life. Shift to the other side, let's just come to center, rest your hands, bend your knees, release your spine, your head. And working the left arm behind and the right arm through. Good leg strengthening and spine lengthening. Very precise with the backs of the legs as far as the bending of the knees or straightening goes. Last breath here. Finish with hands down, head down. Press your feet and rise up. Exhale. Let's take the right leg straight back, Parsvottanasana. Hips curl to the front. Find your balance. Internal rotation of both shoulders, so thumbs back, down. Reach back as much as you can in that position. And then come together low on your body, knuckles holding on, or working fingertips. And then see if you can come up your spine with your position to some degree, not straining. Working patiently with this over time. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, go forward. Make sure your arm position is not too intense. You can always just slide your hands lower on your spine. If it is, hold in. Long neck, legs strong. Third breath. Make space for your inhales. Last time. Breathe in, coming up. Carefully release your arms down. Warrior 8 position. Working your front foot a little further out so you can bend your knee over your ankle. Continue to square towards the front. And reach up your right arm, keep your shoulder down. And bend your elbow to come behind your head, assisting with your other arm. Use your front rib anchoring here. So remember that from earlier practice. Try to ground there so your low back stays long. Hold your warrior position as you assist upper body. The arms resting on my head but not putting pressure on it. And once more, breathe deeply. And exhale, release your arms, straighten your legs. Turn your back foot to the side, warrior B. I like a little more space between my feet in this one. And the front knee stays the same. Float out the arms. Just nice and easy arms today. Gaze to the front. Gently gathered. Eyes soft off that horizon of the fingertips. Observe your back arm with your mind and just try to bring it into balance. Last breath, let your upper back expand as much as your front and your chest. Exhale, relax your arms. Reverse warrior, last one. Leaning back. Opening the rib cage and the chest. Externally rotating that top shoulder. So if you wanted to practice into your cow face arms, but we're going to come back to that. One more time, deep breath, hold the shape. Stay for the exhale, feel complete. And then keep breathing as you release back to the front of your mat for the other side. Beginning with Parsvottanasana, straight legs, hips front, intense side stretching posture. Thumbs roll back, reach back. Breathe out, bring your hands together. Have a moment of another breath to work your hand position, arm position, shoulder position. Gaze towards your nose, lengthen your spine. Exhale, a mindful transition to forward folding. The weight really concentrates down into the feet, bowing in. Breathe steadily. Lightly lifting at the elbows, reaching through the top of your head. And last time, breathe out. Inhale, energy comes up, and bring your hands down and away. And just circle out your wrists both ways as you bend your front knee into warrior A. Land in that for a moment. And so let your thumb go up instead of down. That's internal. Going up is external. Arm up, reach back, bend your elbow behind your head. Assist with the other arm. Ground your front ribs, ground your pelvis. Try not to overly grip in the feet. Let them spread. And deep breath once more. Finish your exhale. Release the arms. Turn to the side, warrior B. Turn your toes out. Maybe a little more space between your feet so you can get down nice and low into the shape and reach out the arms in just a medium way. Try to let them float, gently gathered in. Little turn of the head to look off the fingertips. We become completely absorbed by each position. Gently observe all of it. Breathe. And take one more breath. Always can make little adjustments or take breaks if you need to. Reverse warrior, back hand down, thumb goes up, so external rotation, reach up. And you can just stay in that curl back reverse, or try the cow face. Bring that hand down. The other one comes into the other way, but we'll come back to that. Just options, what feels nice in the moment. Deep breath again. Exhale, release your arms, legs straighten, turn to the side on your mat. Come into your Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide standing. Find your balance, even feet. Breathe in the long spine. Breathe out, coming forward. Let your knees bend as you need to. Let's come down to A position, hands down, head down, belly up. Hug the elbows gently towards each other. Low belly flies upward. The quality of calmness and forward folds. Exhale, adding a twist. Right hand to the center, down under your face. Left arm opening out to anywhere in this arc. And just don't lock your knees if your legs are straight. Keep a little softness. Breathe deeply. Twist your spine. Give it one more breath, energy. Inhale, open. Exhale, slowly unwind. Rest into center. Give your legs a little break, bend your knees. And return straight for the other side. Left hand under the face, open up. Anywhere in this arc. Turn your head in that same direction. Eyes reaching side or up. It's like a side plank position, really pressing into the earth. Anchored in our limbs on the floor to create the twist. Last time, breathe in deeply. Breathe out, release your spine. Take a free breath, just Release, relax, whatever feels good. When you're ready, inhale, come up. Step out to the front of your mat. A moment to return upright. Standing figure 4. Touch the wall if you like. Tree pose is a fine choice instead. Or take your ankle above your knee and sinking down. So you support if you need it. Try to get low enough so you feel some strengthening and stretching. Keep your top foot bright. Try it again if you need to. A few more breaths. Exhale. Ready for the inhale to release. Other side. Centering hands can be at the waist, wherever they feel supportive. Brighten your foot. So just come into your own degree. Apply some determination, but in a lighthearted way. One more time. Slowly breathe. Carefully let go. Releasing down to the earth. Inhale, cross your thumbs. Up and gently back. Exhale, the front ribs ground and they draw you into the forward shape. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, right leg back. Anjaneyasana, back knee down. Bring your lunge out towards your toes, shoulders down and back. You may reach up your arms if you would like. Or down to the floor. Just one more breath though. Be content where things are. Feel complete. Press into your foot. Hanuman's half pose. Come to your heel, draw your toes back. Draw your belly back, hold in. So let your hands be where you want their support today. Challenging your balance at your heart center, or being more precise with your opening by using your support of your arms and hands. Actually not taking the opposite hand to the outside, a little bit of a lateral, little look back towards your right foot. Another time, deep breath. And carefully release to the other side. Anjaneyasana first. Do this one regularly, low lunge, front knee towards the toes to any degree. And just letting the arms, they've done a lot in the practice already, letting them settle, or if they want to go to the floor or to the sky, that's fine. Really using both of the legs, the bandhas, the awareness to be precise with this release. Exhale one more time. Press your front foot to release, draw your toes back. Use both of the feet to help you balance as you fold in. Use your hands where you would like. So I did about 8 breaths on the other side, just letting this feel like you have plenty of time to work your way in. Enjoy your breathing. Optional of changing it up a bit, maybe that reach to the outside, a little lateral look back at your left toes. Be amazed at your brain that's doing all these actions at once, the limbs all doing different things. Learning to press the top of your foot into the earth. Breathe out once more. Release to center, folding your leg. Coming to pigeon pose variation. Folded knee at the top of the mat. Use your arms to let your other leg go straight back, or you can do the side-seated version. Either one of those today. 5 breaths. Lift out of your shoulders like upward dog. External shoulders. Nose gaze. One more breath. And sit down on your back hip. Bring in your back knee. Just bend it a little bit. Mermaid pose. Both hands spin outward, fingers back. Press your hands and your legs. Lift your hips. Lift your heart. Nose gaze. You can take your back arm up towards the sky if you would like. Think of your side plank. Give it that same kind of energy. And carefully release down. Bring your back leg so it touches your front foot. Sit tall and twist back. Three. Last breath. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Flow through if you'd like. Upward dog as well. We'll just come back to downward dog. Straighten out everything. And breathe deeply again. Second side. Pigeon variation. Knee forward. Back leg straight back. Arms straight. Stay lifted today like upward dog. It's okay to come sit on your outer hip to begin with. Nose gaze. Nice warm bodies working deeply, whatever that is in the moment. Finishing with our nice deep stretching. One more breath. Exhale, back hip down. Bring your left hand out away from your hip a little bit and bring your right knee to the floor. Press into that one hand or both to lift your hips and take your top arm up and back if you like. Again, not perfect as long as nothing's hurting. Just do your best. Fourth breath, inhale. Last time. Exhale carefully, lower to your hips again. Let your back leg kind of touch your foot. Sit up tall, twisting back. One more time. And exhale to center and spin around, bring your feet together and your knees apart, gomukhasana. Center with your pelvis and your feet, arms. Connect with the feet or legs. Tall. Soften your inner legs, maybe a little shimmy just to release. You let them rest open. Tuck your chin, lengthen your spine. Exhale once more. Inhale, lifting your chin. Release your legs. Come to your support of your blanket roll if you'd like a little elevation for cow face pose. And have your strap close by. If you're using one, it's not necessary to have one. So this could be a challenging position for the legs. It's like Ardha Matsyendrasana. Start, the right knee folds in front, and then we try to fold the left leg over top, so we stack the knees. And my legs don't stack on either side because my hips don't work that way. So we all work with ourselves. Just the easy side. So if easy pose is something that's way more friendly to your body right now, that's fine. So we'll focus a little bit more on the upper body aspect today. But have a few more breaths to just close your eyes, observe your hips. Let your hands rest out on your feet or support with your touch. And let yourself feel grounded, rooted, root chakra, hips. And then sitting tall, remember to anchor your front ribs. If you're using a strap, take it in your left arm. And you're going to do that external rotation, thumb up, bend your elbow behind your head. So you dangle the strap down, it makes it easier to find. Or just bring your hand down behind your head or spine. And the other arm rotates in with the thumb, down, in, back, bend elbow. So you're just trying to find your spine at the top and the bottom and work your hands closer together. So catch your strap if you have one, if you're using it, or just let the hands be reaching towards each other. And if your head feels free enough, you may lift your chin, gaze down towards your nose. Just bringing all this stuff together. Breathe slowly into it. Two more breaths. Last one. Release your lower arm, your upper arm, and your legs. Carefully have a moment to just let the legs rest open. And then the other side, folding in the left knee towards the front, or just change the cross of your legs in easy legs, easy pose. Bring your other legs, see if you can work your knees over each other to some degree. Stack them if that works for your body. Feet bright, help protect the knees. Rest for a couple breaths with your hands supportive. Being okay with asymmetry. Finish and exhale. Inhale, tall spine. If you're using something like a towel or a tie or a strap, bring it behind you. Thumb up, back, bend elbow. Clearing the head, working your hand down your spine. Other side rolls in, reaches back, bend elbow. Find your center spine, and then work your way up. So do that to your own degree. Catch your fingers, strap, or just reach. Exhale. Grounded. Inhale, gently lift your chin and gaze down. It can be a challenging pose in ways. Try to be patient, curious, just the right amount. Gently encouraging yourself to grow, but without any damage. One more breath, positive. With the exhale, release lower arm, upper arm. Carefully let the legs release. Let them release out and wide. Stay up on your support. Just let the legs relax wide. Maybe a little releasing, rocking. Exhale. And Crossing your legs, lifting off your support, move it out to the side. Move through upward dog and downward dog. And then come through to sit down with the option of doing your legs up against a wall or a piece of furniture today, or just up into the air. Lying back. One other choice is to take that blanket fold and place it under your pelvis, under your sacrum, and letting that give you a little lift up. You block as well. Just resting with inversion, your choice. And start to let your body take a resting attitude. Shoulders softening towards the earth. Arm bones and hand bones resting. Be still. Breath slowing down. Transition to Shavasana, so you can go in your own way. Some of you might want to stay on that support, maybe refine it for a little bit. Stretching the fronts of the hips. Keep very relaxed though. Observe if you're able to completely relax over that support, and if not, I would suggest taking it out. Press your heels, lift up enough to remove it, or keep it if it's feeling like you can let go. Keeping, letting go. Swallow, let your breath rest. Shoulders down to the earth. Let the hips release open, toes falling outward. Just beginning lightly process of releasing stillness. Whatever that is for you, what would like to move a little bit? Breath, fingers and toes. Maybe reaching the hands open, reaching the arms. Release them back down. Same with the legs. Point your toes, reach. Maybe lift up onto your heels a little bit. Release down. Staying in your knees. Come to your most comfortable side. Press your top hand to sit. Tucking yourself in to your seated pose to finish. Rest your hands. Come close to your hips today so you're tall, your elbows bend as needed. Just be present with the body. Notice the energy of the practice. So there's a calming energy. Just be grateful for that. A spaciousness in the mind, connectedness to breath, groundedness. There's also an awakened energy. Breathe in, feel just all the sensations that read as electric and energetic. Exhale, notice the groundedness. So we have a nice balance. Inhale, energizing pranic. Exhale, apanic, letting go, grounding. Have a moment with your hands at your heart. Thank you. Namaste. Hope that was informative and still focused. I just woke up and thought I haven't focused on gomukhasana in a while, and a strong, important part of the practice.